Greetings everybody. Just wanted to do a quick video to show you what to look for if you're buying an iPhone on Craigslist or Kijiji, and to make sure that you don't get scammed. I was almost gonna buy a fake iPhone 10 from a person who met me at Tim Hortons. So just to quickly run you through the steps. Number one, the typing in the back. Make sure it has that comprehend and then includes, and it's got the French as well. If you are in Canada, you can see the writing is very crisp, it's very legible, and I think the part number is different on the fake. It's not exactly this one. So make sure the writing, if you can see, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs to begin with. The fake is coming almost, it's actually almost to this level, and it doesn't have all of this covered. And then the quality of the printing is crisp. So this is one thing to make sure to look for, sorry. And then the other thing is, in terms of the back, again, now if they didn't get smarter, and then in my case, the guy actually had a proper iPhone 10 serial number and IMEI. And when I called Apple, it checked out. So what I would suggest is, if you are to before you go and meet that person, is you ask them for the IMEI, and call 1-800-MY-APPLE and ask for iPhone technical support, and then just speak to the representative and says, I'm buying something from someone online, and I wanted to check to make sure that this is a legitimate iPhone. They will run the IMEI and they'll tell you what the space, is it the color, the gigabyte, etc., and if it has been activated or not. There's also services online, I think iUnlocker.net, that charge $1 US to get this information. In my case, I did run it by Apple, and it says yes, it is legitimate, and it showed as not activated. When I actually so it checked out. So they're getting smarter. They're actually maybe they're buying a proper iPhone, and then they are I guess maybe even now that you might not notice the differences, because maybe they'll use the same box as the original iPhone that they bought, but I doubt, because these guys are cheap. The other thing to look for is this sticker, or the packaging, the wrap that they have. Make sure the green is, if you notice, this is the green that it should look like. It's not a faded green, or it's a crisp arrow, as you can notice. This packaging, once opened, will not be able to come back, if you notice. So you can, even if the guy says, if they don't allow you to open it, don't buy it. There have been few people that got scammed that I know of. So it's very tough to get the packaging resealed. But anyway, assuming they figured that part out, I'm just going to open it for you to see the difference between what to look for when you're original. The other thing is, make sure that it has this, if you notice, there's a split on both sides. Even when you have it, you can notice that there's a little split. You open the phone. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand, so forgive me for it being clumsy. The other thing to look at the packaging, the raised, I don't know what the word they used. It's a raised printing, so when you touch it, it's not. It's a bit raised. From that, we open the package, the phone. These things I wouldn't too much worry about. Again, you have the phone. You have the side as this line, white line. I don't think the fake has it. Maybe it does. We'll find out when I post this video. I wasn't able to get a fake because the person who actually got scammed originally agreed that we will videotape this for everybody else. But then there's that, the sticker comes out from this side and the other side. The other thing to look for, I guess, is the screen. I guess let us turn it on, because this will be easier done when you did it turn on yet? Or when you have the phone on. The fake, right away, you'll be able, I mean, in case they sell it to you and they says, oh, we've lost the box, or the fake is right away can be noticeable from the edges. And I'll post some pictures for you, for your liking to see you see the curve here is actually, it's curved. While the fake, they can't get this curve. Maybe on the bottom they can, but at the top, it's actually 90 degrees. So if you see that, right away run. It has to be that curved, and the screen has to be curved, and again, this is one thing. The other thing to look for is you click on the I here for more information, and it's going to give you the IMEI and the serial number of the device, and it should match what's on the back of the box. Again, the printing usually on the original boxes are, you know, the printing is crisp and whatnot. So maybe they got this figured on the Android or the fake iPhone. So I would go also into clicking regulatory here, and then just make sure it has somewhat the same. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in. You scroll down, it has Brazil, Argentina, Costa Rica, Taiwan. This I think is easy to fake, but just in case maybe there were two in a hurry and they did not get themselves to this part. They didn't worry about the regulatory. So just make sure you do that. And then the other thing is I would activate the phone. Again, I told you about this white line running through on both sides. Other than that, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a hold of an actual fake. Just make sure if you're an iPhone owner that you you activate, and then you go through to and open Safari. And again, the biggest indicator right away is the right angled corners. If they're curved, most likely it's legit, but I would also activate it just to make sure it's not reported lost or, stolen, etc. Hope this helps, guys, and best wishes. And if it's too good to be true, it's usually too good to be true. Oh, one more thing lastly. The headphones that were in the fake did not contain this plastic. It was more of the older phones with not with the cardboard like this. It was more of with a plastic cover. So this is another indicator, but I think this is minor. The biggest thing to look for is make sure it opens. When the screen turns on, the curves are properly curved, like the one here. It's not a right angle curve. And the weight of the phone, it has to be heavy. It's not light. I'm just going to give you a quick idea on the weight, and I'll add it along with the packaging. So the phone here on this manual is about 200, so it's heavier than your iPhone 7. It should be heavier than your iPhone 7, and it's not. It's not that light. The thing I almost got scammed, but one of the things where I realized, and the guy refused to open the package, was that it was light. The weight of the thing is about, I think, 460 grams, which is, I would say, about a pound. So it should be heavy. It shouldn't be light. The one I had was a bit much lighter, so you can tell right away again. And the packaging here, it's a raised, somewhat raised. You can feel it. Best luck, guys, and stay safe. Take care, and best wishes. Bye-bye. So one more thing about the receipts. The fake receipt that he brought up was cut from a regular paper. Anyway, it was a bad fake. I just want to show it to you so you realize it's got the Apple logo, the name of the store, and their GSC number, etc. The date, time, usually it says here the email and the name of the person, and then here you have in detail what the item is. The iPhone silver, etc., the date, sorry, the model number, part number, IMEI, the return date, etc. Total, how is it paid? And I just wanted to show it to you. This is the receipt number, so you have an idea. And here at the back, again, I want you to notice that the paper is proper receipt paper, not any regular paper. And I want you just to notice, like, these items here are highlighted, sorry, like bolded, so you can do it. I think this makes it, yeah. And lastly, always, I would prefer always to be, when you're buying something for $1,500 or anything above $1,000, and you know you're spending your hard-earned money, go meet them at the store.